What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel.
Aubrey and I did something that we definitely swore off we would never do again. We bought a Kia Rio. Again. But I promise this time it's gonna be different. Now this is a 2015 Kia Rio with 103,000 miles, and I'm very confident that this car is definitely going to be different than the previous 2009 Kia Rio that we had before.
We bought this car on Facebook Marketplace and it cost $6,700 out the door. Granted, that is a little bit higher than I would have liked to pay for a Kia.
But it's worth every single penny.
We'll see about that. Now, long before HP and I started this YouTube channel, we had a 2009 Kia Rio, and that car was a complete disaster.
Now, at that time, we were not looking for the most reliable vehicles. We were looking for like the dirt cheap, the lowest of the low, and we found it in form of that Kia Rio. However, that car ended up having a lot of intermittent issues and it just was not dependable, so we opted just to cut our losses, get rid of it in the sake of reliability.
But luckily we did sell that car for the same price we bought it for, so it ended up being a valuable lesson learned. And we ended up swearing off Kias as a whole. That is, until now. Now, the thing about the 2009 Kia Rio is it was an old 2009. There are some cars that age better than others, and the 2009 Rio aged horribly. If you looked at that car, it truly did look like it was like a 2001 or a 2002 year model, and that just really made that car difficult to work with, difficult to rent, and really an eyesore. But this 2015 is significantly better.
Goes way beyond looks as well. This car is just significantly better looking, and the best part, it shares virtually nothing mechanical wise like the 2009 did. From like 01 to 09, this car is all new. And because everything has changed since then, we decided to give the Kia Rio another chance.
The other thing that's really good about the Kia Rio is that in today's car market, it's really hard to find good cars at good prices, and there are a lot of Kia Rios available at really good prices. And so if we buy the Kia Rio, we find out that it's a good car, then that will give us the opportunity to buy a lot more in the future.
It's all about second chances.
But HP, enough about the vehicle, let's do a walkthrough.
So on the outside for this Kia Rio, it looks stunning. I mean, like Aubrey said before, it looks like a car that isn't from the early 2000s.
I think that we should add an asterisk to the word stunning, because it's stunning for a 2015 $6,700 car. Is it stunning for a really expensive car? Probably not.
Is it stunning compared to a 2009? Absolutely. Color matched mirrors. You got premium alloy looking hubcaps, not just these ugly ones on the side. You also have cool badging in red. It's just overall a really cool car. It's a hatchback. Look at all the room for activities. There's tires back there. Honestly, this car on the outside just looks a lot cooler than this little dinky 2009 Kia Rio that we had. I'm really impressed with the outside. It just looks way more updated.
And honestly, as far as like Turo cars go and the exterior condition of Turo cars, this is almost as nice as you can get. There are, of course, like little dings and scratches throughout, but this right here is the worst piece of damage that this car has. Just some scratching on the rear bumper, which is absolutely huge. I mean, exterior wise, I think that this is one of the cleanest Turo cars that we've bought in the last few years, aside from the Maserati, of course. Let's move on to the interior.
Now, this car is really updated, like I said, on the outside, but to be completely honest, this is still a base model Kia Rio. So the amenities of having an automatic transmission, it pretty much just stops there. There are some cool features like buttons on the steering wheel so you can control your volume and change your channels, and there is USB and aux port, but that's about it. You got manual windows, manual doors for the front and the rear, so it's not the most luxurious. But one thing that it does have, which I'm really excited about, automatic mirrors, so you don't have to get out and actually adjust your mirrors.
Now, me and HP did have the discussion of which would you rather have, automatic mirrors or automatic windows, and we both agreed that automatic windows are better, but we'll settle for automatic mirrors.
Which is really weird because our base model 2012 Toyota Yaris we just bought has automatic windows and locks, but it has manual mirrors. I don't know.
Now, you may have noticed that there is a pretty significant crack on the windshield. We are getting that replaced, which how much is that gonna cost HP?
$175.
Pretty good deal. And then the front tires are also bald. We have actually ordered new tires. They just need to be installed onto the car. But once those two things are done, everything will be good with this car.
But the real question is, how does it drive?
Now, the reason why we didn't show ourselves actually buying this car is honestly because of the fact we didn't think that we were going to buy it. It was definitely like an impulse decision to go check it out. And funny enough, like I was not feeling well that day and I think HP was busy doing stuff and we made the time to go look at the car even though we didn't really have the time. And I was actually the one who suggested it. I was like, I don't want to go bring all the filming equipment to film a car we're not going to buy. And then funny enough, we buy it and here we are.
Here we are. I don't think I did the brake check on this car.
What? That was not funny.
It was funny. So in this car, it's a lot more different than our other vehicles that we've had, our base economy cars, like our 2007 Ford Focus or our variety of Toyota Yaris's that we've owned. It's not just a base cheapy economy car that, you know, somebody on a very limited budget would buy. This car is actually just, the build quality is so much better. This is definitely a car that a lot of people with a lot of different types of budgets would drive this car for sure.
In fact, over the last couple of days, I've been driving this car and I've been really impressed with the quality. To HP's point, it's very quiet, but then something about the steering wheel. I don't know if it's because the steering wheel is like thick or what it is, but it feels really good and really solid.
It definitely is. They also did a lot of different things. The entire dash is just, you know, really cool. All the button placement looks nice. Aubrey said the nice, luxurious AC controls. And if we look, there's two-tone interior. It's not just all one color. And there's even cool design and graphics on the seats in the front and the back. So there's definitely a little more thought went into this vehicle than just making a cookie cutter car.
One criticism that I know I always give to cars, and it's something HP and I've spoken about, is like whenever you look at the kind of run-of-the-mill, for example, our 2009 Kia Rio, they all look the exact same. It truly looks like it was like a cookie cutter that went and like produced the same car a million different times. And yeah, this car is just a Kia Rio, but it does look different and it doesn't look like every other car on the road. And I think that that's a big win. And I think that whenever people look for Turo cars to rent, I think it makes a difference.
Absolutely. In a time with gas prices being extremely high right now, who wouldn't want to rent an economy car with 4 doors and all the acceleration that you could possibly need? Maserati who? It's going!
With that being said, you guys, this brings us to our 13th car in our Turo fleet. Again, at this point, we've added car number 13 like 4 or 5 times, and so 13 seems to be our unlucky number, but hopefully this Kia Rio changes things and this is an awesome addition to the fleet, but only time will tell.
Guys, be sure in the comments, let us know if you think that buying this Kia Rio was a good idea or not. Should we have given it a second chance? But before you do that, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next episode.